Alright, so I might be a bit tardy to the party. Hell, the incident might have been like 2 or 3 weeks before this video comes out. I am very late, I know. But I thought this was a really important lesson that could be served to all of us, whether you're a content creator or if you're just going through life in general. Uh, but basically what happened, this TikTok musician, Baba Booey, Yabba Dabba Doo, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce her name. I don't know what the TikTok musicians having the weirdest names, but I'm gonna stick with Baba Booey. And if I have any Baba Booey fanboy, fangirls watching this video right now and you don't like how I say it, I recommend you put it in my suggestion box right here. Anyway, I'm not a huge fan of her or anything. I'm not even really familiar with your music, to be honest. I like more stuff like rap, rock, I'd be tuning into stuff like Linkin Park, Sum 41, Polo G, Future, maybe a bit of Frank Ocean, Blink 182. Lil TJ's a huge one, definitely Travis Scott too. But to go over it briefly, basically, there's been memes about her surfacing about rappers who can't sing versus singers who can't. I don't know, I forget, I haven't seen much of them even before all this occurred, but she did not take too kindly to that for some reason. Well, they were dying now before she was even talking about it. She took notice of it maybe at the last second, and she basically crashed out for something so small that was obviously a joke at Youngboy's expense and not hers. Now, if you didn't know, Youngboy's a rapper. He probably does not know what's going on right now. I've listened to some of his songs, and I do admit he has some bangers, but it shows Youngboy's like raw vocals, and obviously it's supposed to be shitty. However, Baba Booey, on the other hand, it shows her singing actually really well. The joke is that she's a good singer and Youngboy isn't. Now, she could have done one or two things. She could have either A, lean into the joke and be a little self aware about it, like maybe make a TikTok of herself doing the meme like that. Sure, it might be a little corny or cringy, but it's still better than what she did actually. Or B, she could have just not responded at all. It would have all been behind her. People forget, and she could have moved on with her music career afterward. However, she picked the secret option C. She crashed out about it and made a complete fool of herself by flexing her wealth, maybe queerbaiting, and generalizing the entire male sex. All because of a simple young boy shooting lasers out of his eyes joke. Now, she did make a response bill to save her ass, but it doesn't really. Basically, it's her trying to defend herself. Oh, I didn't mean it like this. I actually meant like this. She tried to like pin on harassment culture, which would be one thing if that was the case. But unless you are like actually brain dead, any person would see the memes and conclude that they do not align with to that way of at all. Again, it would be reasonable if they were, but they aren't. I'm not saying her concerns with like and experiences with sexism and harassment are invalid, but it's just that we're talking about an entirely different ballpark. The only thing that's pushed your boundaries is young boy singing opera music with lasers coming out of his eyes. Okay, they weren't even making fun of her. If anything, it was praising her, and it was at young boy's expense. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into it in detail. I don't know that much about it yet, but what can we infer from all this? Well, what I learned from it, what I think everyone should learn too, is that if you're an artist or a content creator, or maybe just someone who wants to put their name out there, you kind of have to be aware of memes and how the internet works. She's been around longer than I have. I think she's 4 years older than me. So she should have been well aware that if something bothers you and you tell people that, they're gonna keep doing it but 10 times worse. That's like normal. Not just in like content creation or anything, but that's life in general. People are not gonna like you. You cannot please everyone, and that's okay. And that's why everyone says don't feed the trolls. Take the Ant Venom situation, for example. If you weren't there, basically, Ant Venom's a YouTuber who took a Soylent sponsor and he got freaking dunked on it so hard. And instead of leaning into the joke or just ignoring it himself, he made a whole rant on Twitter about it, about how it makes him feel and how it hurt his feelings. I mean, I still see some memes about it to this day, but it's not as much as before. He's best off just like not responding at all. People would have forgot. People forget. I have another situation example. I have a classmate basically I went to school with her. Now she's like some social media influencer. I'm not gonna name drop or anything, but in my opinion, she is not good at social media management. Like, she needs a full-time PR team. She always posts about how people troll her in comment sections, how it's annoying. However, people keep doing it. And I just want to tell her, well, you're shedding light on it. Of course, people are going to keep bothering you about it. You show people something bothers you, they're going to hit back at you 10 times worse. She's always getting drama to other people. So I think it would be in her best interest to, like, shut up and get a PR team. In my personal experience, I remember, like, a couple years back, rumors were spread about me once. So instead of going on Instagram and crying about it, I just never acknowledged it. I just wanted like nothing happened. It was like they tried canceling me, but it didn't work. I'm still here to this day. I'm doing good. Not saying I'm like the peak human performance or like a prime example. I'm just saying it's in your best interest to just shut up and just not talk about it at all. Just not. Well, it does instead. When you do talk about it, you're just exposing more people to the drama, when otherwise they would have just forgotten about it in like a week or two. You just bring attention to more of the drama. Like, people forget. Has she just kept quiet? People just moved on from the meme and never brought it up again. The meme was already on its way out, but then that's when she brought it up. But I probably would have leaned into it, in my opinion. I still lean into my drama to this day, making a song called Sneaky Link, check it out. But yeah, instead she made more people aware of the meme. She showed people something upset her, and now she's getting trolled even more. I've seen that in the comment sections in her tagged photos. I see her gifs of Youngboy. I hate to admit, but like I kind of participate in that too, and even on her live videos too. She showed her true colors and maybe even turned off potential fans against her. But yeah, I want to know what you think. Let me know if you like this format of videos a lot. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it that much, but yeah, just drop where you're from in the comments below, and I'll catch you later, I guess.